All right, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to make some vanilla ice cream using gelatin. This is something that I've been wanting to try, and I finally got some gelatin and decided to make some ice cream using the gelatin. I'm going to see if this actually tastes better than the last batch of vanilla ice cream that I made, which was pretty doggone good. And honestly, I think it's going to be kind of hard to top that, but we shall see. But these are the ingredients that I'm using. We got some heavy whipping cream, whole milk, some monk fruit sweetener, and of course, this is the gelatin here. We got some vanilla powder, vanilla extract, and some yellow food coloring to give it kind of like that golden vanilla color for the ice cream. So what we're going to do first is we're going to prepare the base. We're going to cook the base, which is going to be the whole milk, the vanilla powder, vanilla extract, the sweetener, and then at the end, we're going to add the gelatin. And then from there, we're going to let that cool, the base cool. Then we're going to take some heavy whipping cream and we're going to whip that up until it kind of turns into almost a whipped cream consistency, and then add the base to it and mix everything together. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our milk. So that's about 1.25 cups of milk. And then we're going to pour this into our pot here. And then I'm going to plug this in, turn this on. Let this get warm. I'm going to put this on a low heat. We don't want this to burn. We just want this to kind of come to a slight simmer while constantly stirring this. Then we're going to add everything else, the vanilla powder, vanilla extract, the sweetener, and we're going to cook this for about 10 minutes. And then once it's done, we will add the gelatin to it, stir and mix everything together. All right, as you can see, the milk is simmering. You don't want it hotter than this, otherwise you're going to scorch and burn the milk. I've been cooking the milk now for 5 minutes. I'm gonna lower my heat just a little bit because I don't want this to scorch. I have this on a low heat, by the way. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in my sweetener. And what this is going to become is like a homemade sweetened condensed milk. So we got 3/4 cup of the monk fruit sweetener. I'm gonna add it in right now. And the purpose of making the base is to make sure that your sweetener is fully dissolved in the milk, so that the ice cream doesn't have a gritty taste at all. And all you want to do is you just want to stir it, keep stirring it. We need to cook our base for like 5 more minutes and then it will be done. I'm also going to add in the vanilla powder, and you can use as much of it as you would like. I found that this is one of the key ingredients to good homemade vanilla ice cream by incorporating this. Once I started using this in my ice cream, that changed the game. So I'm going to add quite a bit of this because I like the way that it tastes. To me, you need to put this in the ice cream along with the vanilla extract. Just the vanilla extract is not going to come out bad, but if you add that pure organic vanilla powder, it's going to take your vanilla ice cream up a notch. It's going to take it to a whole nother level. I encourage you guys to try it. All right, so I'm gonna let this continue to stir. I'm gonna let this cook, and I'm gonna continue to stir it. That's what I meant to say. And then I'm also going to add in my vanilla extract. I'm just gonna really eyeball it, but if you want exact measurements, I would say about 1 teaspoon. I'm just gonna eyeball it. That's probably about 1 tablespoon. I meant to say tablespoon, not teaspoon. We're gonna cook this for like 4 more minutes. We want to make sure that everything is well combined in our base before we add this to the heavy whipping cream, which is the next step. All right, so the base has been cooking for 9 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and add in the food coloring. I was going to do it later. You see how it's starting to steam? You don't want the heat higher than that. You want to cook this on a low heat. I'm going to add a few drops of the yellow food coloring and then stir that around. That way we can get that golden vanilla color for the ice cream. And then the base is pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stove, my electric stove. And then while it's still hot, we will add in our gelatin. I open up the package of gelatin here. This comes in, this is the Knox brand. There's 4 envelopes in here. And we're going to use one. I think one is about a tablespoon or 2 teaspoons, I believe. And we're going to put the gelatin in here and then stir it until it's fully mixed. And according to what I was looking at about the gelatin, it's kind of supposed to thicken it. It's used kind of as a thickening agent. It also helps to slow down the melting process of the ice cream, help with the texture, and prevent the ice cream from crystallizing when it's freezing in the freezer. So the gelatin pretty much works the same way as using like a stabilizer and an emulsifier, which is more processed, more genetically modified, and the gelatin is actually natural. So I've been looking at several of these recipes where people are using gelatin, so I thought I'd give it a try. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to stir this a little bit more, and then I'm going to open this package of gelatin and add it here. All right, so we're going to go in with the gelatin. This is unflavored. That's what I wanted. I didn't want any strawberry or vanilla or any kind of flavored gelatin that has added sugar to it. I didn't want that. And then I'm just going to mix this together. All right, I'm gonna keep working with this until I get this fully dissolved, and then we'll come back. All right, we got our base, it's done. And while that's cooling off, we're gonna get started on the heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add 1 pint to this Tupperware bowl. We're making ice cream right here in the Tupperware bowl. I'm not using the ice cream maker today because I don't plan on eating this today. I'm gonna actually eat this tomorrow. And plus, I didn't feel like cleaning up the ice cream maker today, so I'm not in a rush to eat the ice cream. It'll be ready tomorrow. So I'm going to add 1 pint, which is 2 cups of heavy whipping cream to this, and we're going to whip this together. right, as you can see, it's almost a whipped cream consistency, which is what we want. Don't want to stir it too much or blend it too much, mix it too much, and be on the verge of turning this into butter. So we're going to add in our base and then mix the base in with the heavy whipping cream. All right, guys, there you have it. Some homemade vanilla ice cream made with gelatin. So at this point, you're done. All you got to do is wrap it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some plastic wrap, cover it, and put the top on it, and put it in the freezer, let it freeze overnight. And it will be ready for us to eat on tomorrow. I'll take it out, and then I will show you guys how the ice cream looks and how it tastes, and if I'm going to continue making ice cream this way or if I'm going to continue doing it the way that I've been doing it thus far. So we'll see you guys on tomorrow. I'm going to cover this real quick. All right, it is 3:37 in the afternoon. We're going to take out the ice cream. I let this sit overnight and deep freeze. So we're going to let this sit out. There it is. So we'll probably need to let this sit out for at least an hour and then it will be ready to eat. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth. Look at that. Absolutely no ice crystals, and it looks smooth too. So we're gonna go ahead and get a scoop or two of this ice cream, put it in a bowl. I got my spoon ready, guys. This looks good. I did a taste test before I put the ice cream up last night, and it was amazing. So I'm anxious to try this out now. So I have the freezer was set at -6 degrees. So if you have your freezer at like 8 degrees or 12 degrees, it won't take as long to thaw out. But the freezer was set at -6, so it took a good hour, a little bit over an hour to thaw out to where we can go ahead and get this out of here. So I'm gonna take my scoop and we're gonna get some out. It's still kind of frozen a bit, but we'll see what we can get out of here. So this is how it looks. Look at that. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out. This looks like really good and creamy too, guys. I'm trying not to make a mess. Have to let this sit out a little bit more if I want more than what I'm gonna put in the bowl here. It looked like it was ready, but it's still frozen a bit. But this is super soft and smooth. It looks good. All right, guys. I'm gonna set this out of the way here. We're gonna go ahead and give this ice cream a try, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I think. Here we go. That's it. That is it, guys. This is it. This is by far the best vanilla ice cream that I've made. This is it. This is smooth. It's silky smooth. It's absolutely no ice crystals in this whatsoever. This is good. Yes, indeed. I'm going to keep making the ice cream this way with the gelatin. There's something about the gelatin that it took this ice cream to a whole nother level. A lot of people don't use gelatin in theirs, but I think this is the way to go. This is good. This is good, guys. It don't have the added sugar that everybody else ice cream has. It doesn't have all the different additives, no gums in here, no stabilizers, emulsifiers. The gelatin was a natural stabilizer and emulsifier. This is good. So I'm gonna make my chocolate ice cream using the gelatin now that I know how good this vanilla ice cream tastes. And I need to start making it with gelatin from now on. This is good. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, honestly, this vanilla ice cream tastes better than you know who. And I know that's a bold statement to make, but it's the truth. Because that ice cream don't taste the same anymore, and they put a whole bunch more additives in it versus what they used to, and then they don't put eggs in their ice cream anymore. This is some good eating right here. I'm gonna let the ice cream thaw out, and then I'm gonna have some more. This is good. I want some more. I'm gonna let this melt some more, and then I'm gonna have at least one more scoop, if not two more scoops of this ice cream. This is good. So for those of you who tune in for the very first time, thank you for taking the time to spend time with me on my channel making some homemade ice cream. You could do this if you never made homemade ice cream before. It is so simple and easy to make. And once you learn how to do it and you start getting better at it, you won't buy ice cream from the grocery store anymore. I know I don't. So with that, guys, feel free to like, subscribe to my channel if you like the content, hit the thumbs up. That way you get notified every time I post a video on my channel. You'll be the first to watch. See you guys later. Have a great day.